Howdy guys. What's going on is it's Sunday. We've been pouring it on the log yard so bad. Me and Big Daddy thought we better do some sorting for Eli because we were about to wear him out trying to do all this by himself. So he'd been looking at timber and stuff. Man, I come out to sort some of these logs and with Eli's loader, and then Big Daddy come in later on after he got done looking at timber, and he grabbed the old G loader. I will say this to anybody wanting to poke at me. We are in a little rough shape on loaders right now. We're been trying to kick the can down the road for as long as possible, and it's getting about that time. I love Eli's loader, this loader I'm running. It's a 544J. Been a very good loader for us, and it's going to continue to be. But I would like to, before too long, by this time next year, I'm hoping to have a different loader. That first log is sassafras, and the one next to it I think was sycamore. I couldn't tell good enough on this editing screen. But we've been talking and thinking around a little bit. The OG loader's been real good. John Deere's been real good to us on loaders. They always have. But it's time for a change. We're going to have to. I'm not saying a brand change. I ain't saying that at all. I'm saying another loader. What I would like to do is I would like to get Eli in a good enough loader to where I could take this J model down. It needs work. It needs some love. But we can't stop running it long enough to give it the love it needs, and the rest of us get enough time. Now, I can't tell what this log is on this editing screen. It should be another sassafras. Yeah, I believe it's another sassafras. We've been hitting Mama in the yards. Here's what's been going on. In the woods, we've been hitting Big Mama on the slasher so hard that she's not been able to sort much for Eli. Now, there's maple over there. I threw that with another maple. Don't hold me to these species. I can't see good enough in this sunlight. It looks like a sassafras on the tip and an ash towards me. But Big Mom, we've been pounding on her so hard that she can't do much sorting in the log yard in the woods. So, because we got 2 hot saws running now, and so it's pushing too much to Eli. And in this type of, that was ash, yes. And in this type of timber, where you end up with a lot of pallet wood and a lot of lower grade stuff, you end up with so many different species if you ain't pre-sorting in the woods, to where it's just a nightmare on the loader man back in the yard. And now we got Rockland forks on this, which we really like because no, there's an ash on there. I'm trying to get the maple to slide out from under, but I think I lose the ash before it's over with, and I freak out because I get it all screwed up. But anyways, we handle lumber bundles and stuff like that, so we can't run a set of good sorting forks, or a good sorting grapple, which is what I'd love to have. On a day like this, it'd be nice to have an old sorting grapple you can put on this thing and just sort the crap out of them. And then go take the sorting grapple off, which I might. It depends. Let's see what we get into. It's just, sorting with a wheel loader is just aggravating. And I know there's going to be a lot of you on there from more technologically advanced companies than we are to be like, man, I can't believe you sorted the wheel loader, man. That's stupid, man. And I understand. A swing machine would be way better for this. I mean, night and day difference. But what we run into is in our company, the guy that's doing this in the yard, he tends to run down load lumber and, run to the skids and load lumber, and he's liable to do, helping the lumber yard at times. So, I mean, our wheel loader tends to have a set of forks on it. And you can pull the clamp up out of the way and handle lumber, and I'm just having a heck of a time. I'm just spazzing out right now. That ash log's gonna roll right down beside me, I guarantee it. Yep, right down beside me. You son of a biscuit. But usually people that sorts with a wheel loader, they use an actual log sorting grapple. But with a sorting grapple, you just can't load lumber with it. It's just not for that. And I can't tell by looking at this editing screen if that's hickory or what that big log is on the tip. The sunlight is killing me. The one closest to me is a poplar that I gouged with the fork. They might both be poplar logs. Look at that son of a buck. And Eli's forks, they're so wallered out that they flop too much. So like the lash from up to down on his forks is just ridiculous. I got on that other set of forks, and they're not wore out near as bad as what Eli's is, and I gouged it right in the ground. Which is a problem when you're not a good operator and you're running these type of forks, you're going to gouge some ground. There is an ash, and I guess I got an ash against the loader too. That's a cherry up in front that I didn't grab. Where am I going with these long ash? Let's see where I'm going. I'm just going to head over to the rig. Chris's truck's in the middle of the, which we unloaded 6 trucks, I think me and Mama did. 5 trucks. We unloaded 5 trucks, and she took up the logs as she come through on Sunday, and the trucks just got left in the yard because I'm going like crazy trying to get the logs sorted so I can get my butt home. I'm missing trunk or treat down Derby, and those of you in Derby, I missed trunk or treat. I hated I missed it, guys. And there's 3 poplar logs I'm screwing with right here, the shorter poplar, like 8 or 10 footers. I don't know if I'm going to grab them or not. Yep, I'm going to try to grab them. And here's an odd situation. Now, Sort and Grapple rocks and rolls with this. Whereas set of pallet forks with the clamp on top, it just, you tend to gouge in the dirt more when you're trying to make this maneuver. Where you're picking up the logs off the dirt, it's hard to get the geometry right when you're clamping like that. But with the Sort and Grapple, it's a piece of daggone cake. And it only, this stuff only, and I'll make a mess. This went crazy. I'm like, you son of a biscuit. I'm throwing a fit in the loader right now. I'm like, you piece of crap. Just do all that mess. Look at all that. Look at all, come on. Come on, one. Are you serious? You can see all the lash in them forks. It's ridiculous. And that's short poplar. Come on, don't fall. Don't. You're falling. You're falling. All the way down. Now the clamp on this grapple, we finally worked these clamps over. Rockland, they used to have a problem with their clamps are cracking when the forks get older and they get to be lash in your bushings, in your clamp bushings. But this, if you look at the metal on the clamp, see how they on the right and left hand side, you see them. See now I got the clamp open. You see them gussets in there. I put them in there 5-6 years ago, and this clamp hasn't cracked since. It pretty much fixed the clamp. But, you know, it just needs work. This loader needs work. It needs some love. But we can't take it out of service long enough to wait for us to get time to screw with it. That's a short ash, I believe. But like I said, by this time next year, I intend to have a different loader. So Eli could have a newer loader, not a brand new loader, not with a Daffinoid mess, but a newer loader and a different set of forks, so I could pull this loader in the shop when I get a rainy day and get time, and I could just go through the daggone thing. I want to take this loader and fix it all up for Big Mama. And them OGs over there like Big Daddy's running, them's been good loaders for a lot of years. I bet we got 40,000-50,000 hours on them. But they need, they just need to be loading mulch. And I'd say this loader I'm running's got 30 to 48,000 hours on it. But they're good. They've been good loaders. These Deeres are, we get along good with them. Now there's a lot of good loaders out there. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying Deere's better than Volvo, and I ain't saying Volvo or Deere, either one's better than Cat. I mean, I like all 3 of them. You know, and any one of them, as far as I'm concerned, would be a deal. The only thing is that we got our quick attach tools are for JRB quick attach, and I don't know what size you'd call it necessarily, but I think it fits a 444, 544, and a 624 is the size of loader that our quick attach fits, and that should be long poplar. Yep, long poplar. So that kind of limits us to what kind of loader to get. I think you can buy that quick attach for about any species. Yeah, about any species of loader out there, but Herb Equipment takes care of us, and they've always took real good care of us. So, I mean, I don't want to really make waves. We're really happy with our Deere loaders. Always have been. I've ran a few Volvos, and Werner's, they run Volvos, and they do awesome with them. I mean, the most impressive loader I think I've ever seen to date on a log yard is Kevin's L90. I think that's the most impressive thing that I've ever seen to date as far as our type of loggers, or sawmilling. Now this is cherry. This is a clamp load with cherry. See how I kind of gouged in the dirt there? It's just hard to pick logs up like this without a log grapple. You know, a log grapple, you come in and most of the picking's done with your grapple on the tip instead of the forks. Whereas this thing is it's mostly forks and a third grapple. 2/3 forks and third grapple. Where a set of sorting grapple, you're going to use 2/3 grapple and 1/3 fork, 1/3 bottom forks, It's hard to explain to anybody that's not used to loaders or whatever. Which I would love, if we had a good loader for Eli, I'd love to just find an old set of sorting grapple. An old sorting grapple with the JRB Quick Connect for, $5,000 or something like that, or less, and get it set up for one of these loaders. And then when you get into a sorting frenzy like this, you could, if this was a second-hand loader instead of the prime loader that I'm running here, put a sorting grapple on a daggone thing and just go out there and just go to town. Or you could just kill it. And am I getting the rest of the cherry? No, I'm skipping the cherry. And I'm grabbing what? It looks like sycamore. Short sycamore is what I'm grabbing now. See how I can't quite get the clamp? You son of a biscuit. And then the lash and the forks, and I just look at this. And you all seen it from a higher. I can't see on the tip of the clamp what I'm doing. I'm like, you son of a biscuit. Look at that. So I grabbed 2 logs. Oh, I was a cussing. I was a daggone cuss. And I suck at it. I'm not good at sorting logs. I've not got a lot of. When I was a kid, I used to sort logs in the summer times from school, but that's been a long time ago. And I've not done a lot of it since. See, I gotta catch that short log, because this is the long rick, and I'm gonna take that, fall out, you son of a biscuit. I gotta take that short log to the short pile, which is right beside it. See them forks are swaying and flopping? And this is poplar. Looks like short poplar. I'm gonna grab. See, finally, look at the gouges I'm making in the yard there. Look at the right gouge. My God, what a gouge. Big Daddy gives me a thumbs up. Let's roll. Let's roll with it, driver. I'm gonna shut up for the rest of this, see if you can guess the species, and maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll do something a little playful, and I'll put the species. I ain't gonna take the time to do that. Let's just see if y'all know your species. See if y'all think you can get them right. I'll tell you what. I'll just leave this recording going, and then I'll pick a clamp full up, and I'll give you 4 seconds to come up with a species, and I'll tell you what species it is. See if y'all can guess your species. And let me know in the comments how many of them you got right. Starting now. Think you got this figured out? Short ash. A swing machine would be so awesome for sorting, I'm telling you. You're just hard on a loader, all this thumping and bopping and beating around trying to do this job. The loader's good for scooping and packing. It ain't good for sorting at all. Gouging a lot again. All right. Do we know what this species is? I'll let you get to the pile before I tell you. All right, what is it? Did you guess sycamore? Look at him forks wobble. All right, here we go. Here's another one. See if you can guess this one. We'll go to the stack. We'll get towards the stack before I tell you. All right, what do y'all think it is? Was it ash? What this one is. It's more of the same. Get a good look at that bark. That's how we usually tell in the industry. We take a good look at, everybody says look at the leaves, but leaves are gone half the year on deciduous trees. So you gotta get used to looking at the bark. Look at that bark. Okay, here we go. What about this species? Take a good look at that. All right, what'd you guess? Did you guess hard maple? If you guess hard maple, you was right. That's 8 and 10 hard maple. He's picking up the last of the ash. Apati wati. Huh? What's tomorrow? Fishing. Hunting and fishing. Puppy's down. What is it? Crazy day. So Jackson's dressed up as Jerry Busey. All right, Mommy, what species is this I'm carrying with the loader? Come here. All right, well, so we had Mommy and the dogs come down, so we had to talk to them for a little bit. All right, so we're back at it. So that was maple. hard maple. And now we're going to pick up a couple stragglers right here. Now guys, this is 3 logs. 2 of them is one species. The 2 on the tip is one species, and the one towards the loader seat is a different species. Let's see what y'all come up with. I'll put it in a stack for us, say what it is. The 2 tip logs is going to one stack. All right. What was them 2 logs? Did you guess cherry? Now this log, we also call, the hint is black gold. We call this black gold. So what would it be? Did y'all guess walnut? That's the most expensive species we saw. About ran over one there. All right, time to guess. Did you guess poplar? All right, I got 3 different species on the fork at the same time here. And for a tip, this is the pallet. This is the crating rig. I dropped the first one. Come on. If I said I'd drop in the first one. Let's see if I can get it actually off the forks. Alright. And the second one, I'm going to set off to the side. We won't talk about the second one. We'll get back to it later. We're not guessing until we go to the rig. Alright, now this log, which is log number 3, it's the same as the one I dumped off. So you're going to have to guess it real quick. What did you guess? Did y'all guess sassafras? What species would this one be? Look at the rig. Better guess. Alright, you guess sycamore? Now let's see what we had after that. These 2 are the same, and you're going to the long pallet stock rig. So what do you guess? I hope you guess sassafras. try to guess this one before we make it to the pop. Ain't come up with an idea yet. It's either poplar or ash. I guess poplar. Alright, that's all I'm going to tell you. The rest of the clamps, I'm not going to tell you the rest of the clamps, and the last one's a bonus one. Write your guesses down in the comments below. And I'll write down in the comments the right answers. After the first day this is on there, and you can come back and check back with mine. I'll post mine up top. I'll tag mine, or put mine up on top so y'all can check with mine, see if y'all got them right. Have a good one, guys. Later on.